Greetings, friends. Reformed Stoic here with a short announcement for you. For those of you who haven't heard through the grapevine, probably from my live streams, I have been writing a book. And the writing process is done. The rough draft, anyway. I'm reading through the chapters now and finalizing things, fixing spelling and grammatical errors, maybe adding a couple of things here and there. And, but basically the book will be done this summer, probably early in the summer, and it will be for sale. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that, and I guess I'll go ahead and give you a little teaser of what the book is about. The concept of the book is that a 16-year-old boy, right after New Year's, who basically just finished the winter semester of his junior year of high school, makes contact with, you could say, his higher self, his higher guardian angel, his daemon, or whatever you want to call it. But those are all well-established concepts, and that's basically the idea that I went with. A 16-year-old high schooler makes contact with his higher self, and his higher self has seen his life play out until the age of 33. And he decided to intervene in this boy's life because he wants to help him avoid his future. So he starts meeting with the boy once a week, teaching him valuable life lessons and giving him advice how to basically do better in high school than the alternate version of him did, as a means of trying to change his future. That is the concept of the book. That is all I'm going to say about it. I enjoyed writing it, and I have read through the first two chapters now, and I feel pretty good about it. The initial length is 138 pages. I'm going with what I read, like the first thing that popped up in Google, assuming that 300 words is one page. It's 138 pages. As I'm going through the editing process, I'm adding a couple of little things that just come off the top of the head, just kind of making a couple of sentences nicer. And I think while I read through the book, I'm going to kind of think if I want to add any bigger sections to any chapter or anything like that. But it's safe to assume it will at least be about 140 pages up to 150 pages, so it's not especially long, but people were very critical of my first work, Drumming as Philosophy, which you can check out if you want. That's on Amazon. But that was more like 70, 80 pages. I'm pretty sure The Catcher in the Rye is about 150 pages, something like that. So, it's long enough. It's long enough. It's not like Stephen King's The Stand or It. It's not like a 1,000-page novel. But it's not only a great opportunity to support my channel. I think it's an interesting book. And what inspired me to write this book is I was talking to people on 4chan X, I believe, having some kind of esoteric, occult, meaning of life type of discussions. And somebody said, there's kind of lesser known authors out there who have kind of a sloppy writing style who write high truths into their fiction. Like when you're looking for the meaning of life, there's authors that I'm not going to mention, of course, but you could find from some of the hints I'm giving you, you could probably find what authors I'm talking about. So the idea of like a book that's kind of sloppy in the writing style, but has some deep, meaningful content in it, I was like, you know what? I should write a book like that. And this book is the result of that. So the advice that this boy's higher self is giving him about how to do better in high school, how to do better in life, how to live his life, how to become a better man, it is coming from my wisdom. It's coming from my wisdom. I was going to say of like how to live your life, but I believe that the wisdom imparted from the daemon to this boy in the book is real wisdom. So it's fiction, but it's educational fiction in terms of like self-help, philosophy, like how to live. So I think that this isn't like just like, hey, I wrote a book, so buy it so you can give me money. Like, I think it's a good book. But yeah, like I said, what inspired it was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna write. So and you know, I'm editing it right now and I'm looking at the sentence structure and I think it's all right, but you know, I don't have an English degree. I'm not C.S. Tolkien, J.R.R. Lewis over here, all right? I am who I am. People who have watched my live streams and my channel for a while maybe have a good idea of who I am, but I'm always changing. Like Heraclitus said, anytime you put your foot in a river, it's never the same river because the waters are always flowing. So it's my first novel. I don't know what the rules are for a novel. I feel like a novel has to be like longer than this, but who knows? You know, after I read through this, I might decide that something's missing and I might add an entire chapter or something. And every chapter was roughly 10 pages, more or less. Which we, you know, would only bump it up to like 150 pages. It's going to be probably between 138, 150 pages. I don't imagine it's going to be much longer than that. But that's fine. That's fine. I wrote a book, and it will be available for purchase this summer. Hard copy only. No Kindle. No ebooks. At least to start off with. And anybody who reads my book, I will really appreciate it. So this is the video announcing that it will be. Next time I make a video on it, it will be announcing that it's available for purchase. So thank you all to all of you who have supported my channel, just watching it, just being here. It's been tough. Maybe, you know, spread the word a little bit. Tell a friend. Leave a shit post. Spread some Stoic memes. I appreciate you guys. And that's all for now. God bless. I'll see you in the next one.